Good Tuesday morning. In America, the Mandatory Selective Service Act mandates that all young men, whether they're born citizens here in the United States or they are permanent residents, must register for service by their 18th birthday. And if they don't, there's even though there's not like a mandatory draft right now, there will be consequences to pay if they're not registered at least by 26, because federal aid could be taken from them. They may not get federal and state jobs. There are consequences for not signing up. Did you know that as a Christian, there are consequences for not signing up in the Lord's army? Paul says in Ephesians chapter 6, listen, we need to put on the whole armor of God. That's the only way we're going to be able to stand against the schemes of the devil, the prince of this world. If you don't armor up, and it's not just for the men that are 18 and over, this is for every believer. If you don't armor up, you got to know that you will be wrestling and fighting in your own weak flesh against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, this world, spiritual wickedness in high places. I'm imagining myself just depending on Sharon, who sometimes procrastinates, who's not in the best physical form, going to war without the armor of God, going to war without my shield of faith, that I know that my Lord can do anything except for fail, without my helmet of salvation that reminds me of who I am. We struggle with identity issues as human beings, not knowing who we are. But when you are in Christ, that's your identity. You are a child of God. Where would I be without a weapon? I have to have the two-edged sword of the Spirit, the truth. It is so sharp that it can divide asunder bone from marrow, and it discerns the thoughts and intentions of the heart. I need some boots to march in and to be able to grip and make my stance. The shoes of the preparation of the gospel of peace. And I got to be girded about so I can carry all of my sword and all of my artillery. The belt of truth. That we speak the truth. That we discern the truth. And that we live the truth. Paul says, listen, after you've done everything else, put on the whole armor of God. You are a soldier in the army of the Lord. No, we may not want this battle, but we came into this world with the natural enemy, Satan, the prince of this world. He doesn't like God's people. He hates them. And he is on a mission. He never rests. He's always battling, trying to disturb our minds, causing chaos, confusion, division. And he's trying to catch vulnerabilities in the family and in the church because they're ordained by God. He knows that we are sealed, so he can't touch our souls, but he can cause some tough times. Be armed. In the United States, men so far, age 18 and over, are required to register to vote. Permanent citizens and natural-born citizens. In God's law, in God's way, we who are permanent citizens of heaven are required to put on the whole armor, and having done all, to stand in that faith, in that peace, in that truth. Stand in your identity of salvation. Stand knowing that you have the weapon that can cut the enemy down. Ephesians chapter 6, starting at verse 10 and going to verse 18. We are in the army now. I love you. The Lord loves us. He so wants us to love one another. And God willing, I'll see you the next day. Have a terrific Tuesday. Bye.